Well, hello there. My name is Cheryl Bishop, and I'm the founder of Resilient Women in Business. And I have some beautiful women here that are resilient leaders and are a part of Resilient Women in Community. So, ladies, really what we want to do here is talk about the memberships that we have at different chapters. So, for anyone that's listening and watching this, that maybe they can gain some insight on what Resilient Women in Business is really all about. And so for those of you that are listening, I have Monica here, who is a part of the Cloverdale chapter. I have Rosalia, who is part of the Coquitlam. She runs a Coquitlam chapter. V is the Abbotsford Chilliwack chapter, and Simmer is the Delta Surrey chapter. So I'm so excited for you ladies to be here, and thank you so much for being here. So what we'll do is we'll move into, I would love to hear from you ladies what your favorite part of the membership is. So Monica, let me ask you first, what is your favorite part of the Resilient Women in Business membership, what we have?
One of my personal and branding values is community. So along with community comes the network portion. Getting to know, like, and trust people, finding out about who we are as an individual, who we are as a business, what strengths we have that, or what things do we have that we can work with together. So it's all about community and networking and showing up. That's one of my favorite parts.
Oh, thank you. And you are a great networker. That's for sure. You've done that for a long time. So it's awesome. And thank you for being a part of the Resilient Women in Business, the Cloverdale membership. It really makes a difference.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks. Rosalia, how about you? What is your favorite part of the Resilient Women in Business chapter?
My favorite part is relationships and friendships. And through this community, Cheryl, when I first met you, I've been with you right from the beginning, and I just love the way that you're passionate about supporting women and committed to their success. I just completely love that about you and the core values, and that just drew me in. And from there, with all the education components, everything I loved. And having said that, the part that I absolutely love, like I mentioned, is friendships and relationships. And the women that I met in the very first mastermind, and Monica's here, I had never met her before. She's one of them. And we've just stayed in touch. And even the ladies that right now are doing something totally different, I'm still in touch with them. The friendships have just been so deep and just, I'm super grateful. They're full of love and laughter and fun, and we have walks together. We share accountability to each other to advance our businesses, and we have great food together. So it's a win-win all around.
Isn't it? Great food is important. So true. Awesome, Rosalia. And yes, you were one of the ladies that was in the very first when Resilient Women first started with the mastermind group. So yeah, and that's what I love about it too, is the relationships and friendships. It fascinates me, and it really warms my heart how many women have got like-minded friends that it's not, it's like a sister. You can count on her. And that I think is very important. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. V, how about you? What is your favorite part of Resilient Women in Business membership?
So many pieces that I like. The one thing that stands out for me is I have a value of lifelong learning. So the education component really speaks to me. I really enjoy facilitating as part of my career, but also I love that with Resilient Women in Business. It allows us to kind of stop and think about things a little differently. Sometimes we may have heard it before, but sometimes it's all about the timing, who says it, when they say it, what's going on with you in that moment. Then you hear it differently, sinks in, then you have this inspired action happening. So yeah, for me, it definitely education. I absolutely love that piece.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for sharing. When I first started the networking events, I wanted to look out because I had networked for years and I looked out in the marketplace and I was attempting to figure out, okay, what is missing? What is missing and what can I make special about it? And so the education is really a lot about mindset and business, moving forward in a sense that I agree with you. Education, like they say, leaders are readers, meaning that we're educating ourselves all the time. And what does Tony Robbins say? Like repetition is the mother of learning. So sometimes we have heard things once or twice before, but there's a difference between knowing it and doing it.
Yes, exactly. And leaders go first.
Yes, they do. So thank you, V. Thank you very much for sharing. Awesome. Well, that takes us to the beautiful Simmer. Simmer, what is your favorite part of the Resilient Women in Business memberships?
Um, so Cheryl, it's said that a woman has a power, but collectively every woman makes an impact, and it's all about the support. And that's what I like about Resilient Women in Business and the support we get, because it's not about, oh, you don't know that, you don't know that. No, we raise each other up. We channel everyone's energy in the best possible way, and we do it with the power of collaboration. It's like we have our own squad, and we have the possibility of tapping into them, that, oh, this is my group of girls that I can go to and, talk to them whatever advice I need. And that's the support that we get at Resilient Women.
I love the word squad.
So do I. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simmer.
Yeah.
I love it because I've seen that and how many women, that we mention that we never push someone down. We always pull them up. Like we're a sisterhood, we're a community, we're a squad, totally like a tribe, and all of that is so important. I totally believe that as women, we need that. We grow together, just like you said. So, oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much for sharing. I had a lady just the other day that has joined some of the programs with the Resilient Women, and she told me, she lives in Victoria, and she told me, she goes, Cheryl, I've been praying for a community like you for the last year, and I am so grateful that I have found you. And it's like, oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? Like she just loves everything about Resilient Women in Business and how she feels so connected to like-minded, and she's learning so much. So yeah, so thank you, ladies.
I find it fascinating how we find each other. The like-minded group, the collaboration, the community. It's fascinating how we just all just pop right in, and that's awesome.
That is the truth. It has fascinated me as well, V. I totally agree. When I see the women that come in that are really gravitating to Resilient Women are spectacular. Mm-hmm. And I'll mention this, anyone that has too much of an ego, which I loved when Wayne Dyer, bless his soul, when he was on this planet, and he said, I'll never forget when I heard him, he was on my TV and I was listening, and he said, well, ego really means edge God out. And I stopped in my tracks and I went, whoa, that's good. Like that is good. And what I noticed is any women that come to Resilient Women that have too much of ego, they just don't quite fit in. Because Resilient Women is all about love, respect, caring for each other. We do it together. We do it together. I have loved.
Yeah. The other thing, Cheryl, is we amplify other women. There is a theory called the shine theory, and which is the idea that when you help another woman rise, we all shine. So we build everybody. We build up everybody. So if someone did something good, we say, hey, you know what? That was a good job. How did you do that? And we learn from it.
Oh, that is so true, Simmer. I love that. Like we know you have a great, good girl, a close girlfriend that's a part of it. And to watch her, the growth that she's done in the last year has been so great. So yes. Oh my gosh, ladies, this just warms my heart. Thank you so much for talking about the Resilient Women in Business membership. And of course, we are looking at launching different cities, moving throughout BC, eventually into different provinces, eventually down into the States. God has his hand on this, and I am really excited to see where it's going to grow, and it's going to grow to really support women in business. More than ever, we need to be together. as a community, as a tribe, as a squad, like all of that, we really do need to be together. And it's so important to know that we have someone that if when we're out and down, that we can just call, text, message, whatever method of communication, and that we know another resilient women in business will be there for us. Isn't that the truth, ladies?
Absolutely.
100%.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. And for those of you that are listening here, absolutely, the link is below to check us out more. You can, and there's an email. You can email Resilient Women in Business Head Office, and we'd love to answer any questions or concerns. Or perhaps maybe you, if you don't have a Resilient Women in Business networking events membership in your city, let's talk about starting one. Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Mwah.